Okay, hello everyone. I am back. Um, I was trading during this time, but I was focused more on building my dividend portfolio. So options trading took kind of a backseat to that. Was focused more on swinging stocks, and yeah, just kind of took a break to reorganize and get to an options trading strategy that felt better for me. It's definitely still in development, but just the time frames that I look at and when. So right now we're looking at my charting setup. So I look at the 4 hour, the day, the week, and the month. And I have some stocks here that are on my watch list for the trading day tomorrow, which is Tuesday, August 10th. So yeah, that's what we're going to be going over. Thank you all for watching. So first up is Chewy. So I've noticed I've really liked trading 322s and rev strats. So we have a 322, potential 322 on the daily. So if we take out 91.33, if we cross that, we have the potential to reach 92.47. So I'm looking at the 92 strike price here. And unless I say otherwise, these are weeklies that I'm trading, which means, the expiration for this Friday. There also is a slightly earlier entry at 91.33 if we take out, the high of this inside candle here on the 4 hour. Likely, though, I'm just going to wait, until it actually crosses 91.48. The other thing I'll say is, as always, keep your stops very tight. And if you are playing around with these earlier entries, I do like to wait until, at least the third candle on the 3-minute chart is formed. So typically I'll leave all of these up the day, the week, the month, and then toggle between the 3-minute and the 9-minute and the 1-minute, just depending on where I'm at in the trade. If I'm entering a trade in the morning, I'll wait until the third 3-minute candle forms, and then I'll typically track it across the 1, and the 9 to determine my exit. So you can also see the top of the broadening formation here, this blue line right here. So it is getting pretty close to that, but a little more room to go and potentially bounce off of that. So that's Chewy. Next up is TDoc, Teladoc Health, it looks like. So this is a rev strat. So in this case, I'm looking, where are my lines? I thought I drew them, but maybe I didn't. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so in this case, I'm looking for this to cross 152.62 to make that a 2-up. And then, we'd be looking to target the high of the candle prior to the inside candle. So in this case, that's 154.22. And we're looking at the 155 strike for that. And again, this is a weekly. There is an earlier entry as well at the top of this inside candle. I did not mark this really because I haven't been taking these earlier entries off of the 4 hour. I've really been waiting until it hits the daily trigger, but you can do that if you want. So let's draw that there. So that's 152.10. So a little earlier than 152.62. And that is Teladoc. Next is Fifth Third Bank. So this gapped up on Friday. This would have been, yes, on Friday. So in this case, I actually have old charting on here. So let me go ahead and remove those drawings and we'll rechart this. So I'm looking for this to potentially do a 322 reversal to the downside, which means if it crosses 37.47, we're targeting 37.18. And then, the target, if it crosses that, is actually triggering, further down as well on the daily. So in this case, I didn't look at the options contracts for this, but I imagine there's likely a 37 If there isn't, I'll choose something around that. So I'm going to mark that right now for myself. Okay. Next up is Oxy. So again, we'll wait for my drawings to load. Computer's just moving a little slow. Okay. So in this case, I will go off of the 4-hour entry, and that's because it's set up, kind of perfectly aligned to the Strat's reversal chart. So in this case, this would be a 212 reversal to the upside if it crosses 2585 on the top of this inside one candle. And then, we'd be targeting the top of the two down, which in this case is 2614. So looking at a $26 strike here and a weekly buy. Next up is DG, Dollar General. So this is a pivot machine gun to the downside. And as you can see here, looking for a 312 bearish reversal off of the 4-hour. Though this is already red, so this is why I probably wouldn't take this. I'd just take the 235.21 entry to the downside. And if we cross that, I'll buy the 235 contract, the 235 put as well. And there are several pivots to the downside to take out additionally. It is 2 up on the month, and it is 2 up on the week as well, but it's red. So always looking for full time frame continuity here. And I actually just remembered the reason I had on Fifth Third Bank. I've been playing around, per some other people in my trading community with playing the 15-minute candles earlier in the morning. So those entries that I had that I said were wrong, I just remembered this was actually for a pivot machine gun that was on the 15-minute. So the idea here is we can play this to the upside. So if this takes out the top, if this takes out this top candle here, we can look for it to take out the other pivots to the upside. So I have a downside play, and I also have, a downside play based off of the daily and an upside play for early morning scalping based off of the 15-minute. So that would be $38 strike. Okay. And finally, let's take a look at HD. So with HD, we'll let these load. Okay, let's make that 4-hour a little prettier. So here I am looking for a 212 continuation to the downside. This is shooter-like. I do like to normally see a longer wick to officially call it a shooter, but some price rejection here. And once it crosses 328.61, targeting 327.32, and so going to buy the 327.50 strike for that. And then I have a bunch of other what I put in my orange tier. So I look at these. I'll talk through one of them. I'll talk through Twitter. So the green setups are my my favorite setups. And then the orange are like honorable mentions. Overall, I look at all of these in the morning and we'll reorganize them top to bottom based off of, what's looking good based off of pre-market, because sometimes things get triggered in the pre-market, which, that doesn't necessarily mean it'll open as high or as low as it's trading in the pre-market, but it's still a good idea, if you're getting triggered initially out of the gate, to wait at least 10 minutes for, again, I wait for 3 of the 3-minute candles to form, so 9 minutes in that case. But overall, I think it's a good idea to, pursue trades and setups that have not been triggered in pre-market or, initially out of the gate. So if we look at Twitter here, we have a 322 bullish reversal to the upside if we cross 67.52. and that would be targeting 69.81. So looking at the $69 strike there. So I'm not going to go through these orange trades, but feel free to take a look at the tickers here, and you can chart them yourselves and trade them. I doubt I'm going to do a recap video, but I am going to try to keep putting out these trade setups for the night before. So thank you all for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and feel free to share with others that trade the strat. Thank you.